Welcome back, it's me. I am here filming Koi Stuff once again. So, I'm actually filming this after, although this is the intro, I'm actually filming this after the stuff that you're going to see in a minute, which I filmed over the bank holiday weekend. I filmed an intro, somehow deleted it, lost it, corrupted it, I don't know what happened. I can't find the clip that I recorded. I did have a problem with the memory card before, so who knows, but anyway. So you'll see a few things that I did over the Easter bank holiday weekend and talking about a couple of fish. As you know, last year was an absolute rotten year for me keeping fish. I'm in an RE for quite a while about what do I do? Do I keep the pond or fill in the pond? What do I do? Do I get rid of everything? Do I just completely get rid of everything, have a few months off and then see how I feel with no fish or water to worry about? So pretty much what happened over winter, I pretty much left the fish just to get on with it. I covered the pond, went out and checked on them every few days, and I just sort of let them get on with it. Obviously winter wasn't as cold as and horrible as previous years. I didn't have any frozen pipes this year, which I had the year before. But I just wanted to see how I felt coming into spring now, when eventually things started moving again, how I felt about the pond and the fish and all that kind of stuff. And I've now decided, yes, I'm going to keep the pond, I'm going to keep the fish. Yeah, I probably, most people that have had a pond know what it feels like. You've had a pond and fish for a few years and you do like it and you enjoy it, even though you have problems. I think just sort of leaving it to get on with itself over the winter has made me feel a bit better about it, and just having a bit of a break. So, yeah. So the pond is here to stay, the fish are here to stay, well, the few that I've got left, because obviously I lost a load last year. With regard to the bacterial infection that I did have last year, obviously the water temperatures now, I'm sort of 13-ish, 14-ish degrees, so I'm not 100% certain I'm over it, and I've still got a couple of fish with a few minor niggles, but nothing major like last year. But the water isn't warm yet, so we'll have to see, but fingers crossed I'm over it. So I have spoke to the vet, I think, which I mentioned in one of the little clips later on. When I spoke to my vet last year, and I went and spoke to him a few weeks back, that I did speak to the vet and they were happy to reissue more antibiotics if needed, because they know the amount. Obviously I gave them the amount of fish in weight that I had. I should have treated all of the fish, but I didn't. I just treated the worst affected fish, or the fish with issues. The fish with issues, spit that out. But they are happy to issue more if needed. So we'll see how we go. At the minute, everything looks okay, if I'm honest. Apart from, as I say, the few with a couple of issues, but there's no major horrible red sores which I had last year. Again, I know the temperatures are not there, but even sort of the latter part of last year when I was below 12 degrees, there was some horrible red sores on a few fish. So, but we'll see. With regards to what I'm going to do this year, I don't really know. There's a few odd bits and bobs I'm going to concentrate on getting finished, like the filter bay lid, because that leaks. So I'm going to get that sorted in the back of the filter bay. I've got a new K1 chamber to put in and get rid of the old vortex. So I'm not going to worry about adding fish or any of that at the minute. I'm just going to concentrate on keeping the ones that I've got healthy, making a few alterations that I want to do, get the skimmer reinstalled. Possible leak with regards to the skimmer, but I'll talk about that maybe in another video. And we'll just take it from there, really. I'm not sort of rushing into any major purchases or anything this year. I just want to get a few of the odd bits and bobs done around the pond and just see where we go. Yeah, so hopefully, I know I said this before, a few more videos to come, a bit more regular maybe. I don't know if I'm going to do one once a week, maybe once or twice a month, maybe. We'll see how we go. Obviously, if I've got something to film, I'll pick up the GoPro and then I'll obviously capture it. But so that's where we're at. I'm a bit happier this year. Loads of messages from people that watch stuff via Facebook or on the YouTube channel and stuff. So thanks for the positive messages of encouragement. It's always nice. And as I say, it was an absolute crapper of a year, but it can't be any worse than that this year. And I've decided to keep the pond. So whatever happens, obviously it's going to be here to stay, isn't it? I don't want to get rid of it yet. But I'm positive this year. It's not going to be like last year, hopefully. And we'll see where we go. So that's where we're at. So this is the intro, which was filmed after the stuff you're going to see in a minute. So anyway, so enjoy the video, and I'll catch you next time. That's sort of that. And because the sun's out, I'm going to take that off. Welcome to the Easter bank holiday weekend with sunshine. So, got a few things I want to do today, which I pointed out. Sort the roof out, been a bit battered from the wind and the rubbish weather we have had. Take the covers off and have a look at some fish. Obviously, they're all looking for food. I've been sprinkling a bit in here and there. Bit of a sore mouth maybe on the kahaku. So yeah, I just want to have a look at a couple. Shiro as well with its eye. And that one was an issue last year, which I can see still is on its one of them rear fins there. Anyway, so today, yeah, I'm going to get the covers off, and I'm going to sort the dodgy roof out. There's all bits hanging off, and the tape strip down the middle, and you can see that, blown off in the wind, because we've had some absolute crazy weather like everybody has the last few, well, months, isn't it really? The last 2 or 3 weeks have been really windy, really cold and horrible, and lo and behold now summer is finally here. So time to get a few jobs done. That. I'll give the roof a clean, and then I'm going to get a new bit of tape on the join, just stops the rain coming through. With my winter cleaning bowl. Roof cleaned, new tape on. Also stuck these front cut bits down, because these stop all the junk getting in the polycarb, because these keep blowing off in the wind and whatever. Done the same with the back. So just get the covers off now, and then assess the situation. So a few obvious things. The Kikisui still got a very red fin on the bottom, so I'll have to have a look at that. And the Kahaku, a couple of raised scales near the end, near its tail end. That's it, they're not majorly red. It's had a knock of some kind, so I'll have to have a closer look at that at some point. But other than that, at the minute, on the eye on the Shiro, but that's again not majorly red, so I'm just going to leave it and see. I've still got some antibiotics left from the vet from last year, which I've had. I think they're in the freezer. If not, I could maybe pop back to the vet and get some more, because they did say, did I have enough, and I said no, and obviously temperatures was an issue, but temperature wasn't on the up now, so tons of flicking and flashing, but that might be just the covers are off. He's got a raised scale there as well, I think. Yeah. So, doesn't look like anything too major, but you know, I'll probably get them all out to give them a decent once over. For the ones that need looking at. There we go. Afternoon. So I've just netted the Kohaku, and there's the offending area, and I've just touched it, and that scale feels horrible, sandpapery and rough. So I'm probably just going to have to flick that out. It doesn't look red, horrible and inflamed everywhere else there, so I'm just going to put a bit of Tamidine, clean it up with some Tamidine, and then put it back after taking that out. Mark there, I don't know what that is. I'll have a look underneath just to make sure it's clean under on its belly, but I'll have a quick look at his mouth actually. It had a bit of a sore bottom lip. Again, I'll probably just put a bit of Tamidine on it and then pop it back. Nothing too major, hopefully, as long as underside's alright. Scales that had come out last year actually growing back and colouring in now, so that's good. Not mega nasty, but it's obviously bashed itself. Right, put the camera down, concentrate. Back in and swimming around. Actually had to take 3 scales out in the end that were all horrible and rough, so not fantastic, but nothing swimming about. Actually now temperatures are on the rise. I'm at 14 degrees now, so although next week's look to be quite a bit cooler and quite a bit of rain. So, not quite summer yet. The flicking stopped now, which is good. I think just a change of a bit more light maybe. That's not to say I haven't done a scrape or checked the water parameters, because from what I've seen the last few days, just flicking a few pellets in here, there and everywhere, they've just been absolutely normal, no major flashing. Well, that's a little bit veiny. Right, stop these 2 here quickly. We'll have a look at the underside of that. I'll just give this one a quick check over. It was a bit hard to catch last year. A bit smaller. A ton of carp pox on it. It's got a little bit of sore there on its garble. But not too bad. Mouthful, it's just a sore barbel. I'll just chuck a bit of the magic Tamidine on it and get it back in. Right, put this down. So these are the other two I'm just going to quickly check. So this shower is okay, not a mark on it. Just wondering, looks like it might be losing some bending on a few scales, but other than that it's all good. Mouth's good, fins are good, underside is good, and gills are all nice and healthy. But the other one that I had a problem with last year was this. As you can see, it's part of the bacterial issue that this one had. It's lost a load of meat round its eye. Now it's not red, which it was. So this had, I think, 2 courses of injections late last year before the temperatures dropped. So as I say, it's a bit veiny, but obviously it's been netted. But everywhere else is good on the fish. Nice and clean underneath. Gills are good, fins are good. So I'll just get some Tamidine on that with a cotton bud, give it a dab around and get it back in. I won't give it another jab or anything. And I'll leave everyone else as is, because there's no other of these 4, well 3 that I possibly had an issue with. So the Kahaku now, just need to keep an eye on that bit where at the rear where it lost a couple of scales out that were obviously horrible and sandpapery, that being one of them. I'll just keep an eye on this. Hopefully now the temperatures are on the up, it'll start to fill in and heal up, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully a better year this year, you never know. Right, I'm getting back.